This may not be where the text was going, but it's where my mind went when I read it, so here's some thoughts. I'm reading through Numbers 25 this morning through my Old Testament reading, and in verse 3 and verse 5, it says that the people of Israel yoked themselves to Baal. The way they did this is they married Moabite women. Well, didn't quite say they married them, but they did stuff with them. And they bowed down to their gods and worshipped their gods, Baal. And so it says they yoked themselves to Baal. And so in this context, it seems like yoked equals worship of. Like they are joining themselves to Baal. Now it probably has some implications with the rituals that they were doing with these women in worship of Baal. But what the text says is that they bowed down in worship, and so they yoked themselves to Baal. And so I'm thinking, oh, yoke means worship. And so my brain went elsewhere into the New Testament, where Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are heavy laden and weary, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, for it is easy. My burden is light." And so where my brain went is just worship of Jesus is supposed to be easy. Worship of him is not some heavy task. Worshiping Jesus, taking his yoke upon us, is easy. Why? Because I'm not working for approval. He has already made me approved before God. His yoke, worshiping him, following him, and obeying him is easy because he's already carried the hard stuff. He's already cleansed me of my sin. Yes, he calls me to obedience. Ephesians 2:8-9, we're saved by grace through faith. But verse 10, now that we're saved, he has work for us to do. So, yes, there's still a yoke on us. That idea of a piece of wood being strapped over two oxen, a yoke. They're still working. To put a yoke on you've still got stuff to do. God still has work for us to do, but it's easy and light. Why? Because it is in response to our salvation. Jesus has already won our salvation. His burden is light. And now, through life, as we seek to worship him, we seek to walk in obedience because of what he's done. That worship is an easy burden. Because even if we mess up, even if we stumble through, he's right there with us, walking through it. He has set us on this race, and he's going to help us finish it by his grace. Worship of Jesus is easy, so come to him and worship him today.